The following is a fan-based review and is owned by Toei Inc. and Bandai. We claim no ownership to the material we are discussing and is based on pure opinion.
Alright, there. Mic's all good, synced up, camera's ready. Marcus, you ready?
Yep, let's go ahead and do SVD.
No.
Kakuranger.
No.
Alright, let's go ahead and do W.
No.
Drive, yeah.
No.
Oh, let's go ahead and do Law and Order SVU.
No.
NCIS.
Get backers.
Nope.
Criminal Minds.
Nope.
Alright.
Marcus?
Yep.
We're reviewing Winspector.
Why?
Because...
Damn it.
Because a very nice commenter requested, and we are too nice, no matter how much it hurts us. It wasn't my idea. Don't look at me like that.
I want to say Padera Asterisk is the one who suggested this. Thank you for your
fault.
Thank you for your review suggestion. If you like the show, I'm glad you do. We did not.
If you're watching this, please comment in the comment section below as to why you like this show. Because Marcus, would you like to start off this review / Rant-O-Cast?
Yep, let's go ahead and do Dexter.
Still Winspector.
Damn it. Welcome to the Tokucast episode 17
/ Rant-O-Cast episode 2.
This week, we're doing our first Metal Hero series, Tokkei Winspector. Tokkei Winspector. This show
has no plot.
Was a trial, a tribulation, and torture to get through. And I don't understand
how the baby lived.
God.
Well, we can start there if you want.
Well, let's start at the very beginning, because I don't mind the opening and I don't mind the ending. They're dated, but I don't mind either.
I didn't like either one.
I didn't mind the look of the suits, except for name
Michael.
Yeah. That one.
Walter.
Yes,
all of them. Except for Fire.
Fire looked fine.
Fire!
But this piece of mess that we had to do.
The weapons were cool except for the jetpack
that didn't open correctly.
In every single opening, there it is, unfolding out of sync.
And it was worse when they did it with stock footage, because we're just like, well, that's the same thing over and over again.
The arm blade is cool. The bow staff out of motorcycle handles is fine.
Really like that. I like the way they use it, and when they were going down the elevator shaft in episode 2.
The drive prototype, let's put a wheel somewhere randomly on his body. Didn't work. Not
well, this is a wheel coming out of your stomach and chest as opposed to
a
sash.
Or a shoulder. Or
everything.
Whatever this is called. The shoulders.
Now, so we got through that part.
Necklace. There you go.
Let's talk about that first episode really quickly, because it's really the only one that ever mattered.
How'd the baby live?
Literally, the baby was in a rolling tank fire explosion and somehow survived. And I'm sitting here like, Fire, you were literally on the outside of that truck. How the hell did you get in that quickly? This show
we don't have enough alcohol.
Is cardboard.
We're not drunk enough for this.
That's an insult to cardboard.
No, this show is wet cardboard.
That's an insult to wet cardboard.
No, because it falls apart very easily, just like this show did. Now, as we said, we just got through everything about that part. But let's get into the character, because the other two don't matter. Ryoma is very, very plain. He's a very run-of-the-mill, lead
two-dimensional.
Hero. Yeah, he doesn't really have a lot to him. The female characters were good.
How about the child characters, Marcus?
No. V3 is in this show.
Yep.
V3 is always great. He couldn't have saved this show, but he was in it.
Was he good?
Hiroshi Miyauchi.
He's great. I love him.
Back again.
Was he good in it?
He was the best part. And the dog.
Did you notice how he has the SS logo on his uniform?
He's Secret Service.
Sure.
I mean, it's like the arrangement's a little different from the German.
Special Squadron.
That too. It also means victory.
Yes.
I looked it up.
Okay, now, there are 2 robot characters in this show.
Tell us about them, Marcus.
Now, before we really get into them, we generally like robot characters if they're done well.
Colon's great.
From Live Man.
Mm-hmm.
Great character. She had so much about her. She had personality. She was basically just a person, but in a robot's body.
You know another robot character that was really great?
If you say Alpha 5, I'm going to hit you.
No. You're thinking Go Busters.
Jay.
Jay
is the best character of all time. You can't go wrong with Jay. This show, however, there's a problem.
This show could have used more Jay.
Yes. There's a definite problem.
He didn't have to do much. He just could have, swept up.
No, the sad thing is, Alpha 5 could have improved the show somewhat.
True.
I
know. But here's the big issue with a lot of robot characters, especially ones like this. When you end up having them, when you try to give them a lot of personality, but they're still, robots, there's a real problem with how they end up acting and how they end up coming across. Because, you try to give Beagle, that's the yellow one, he's much more of a city guy or someone with an
The subtitle said forget about it a lot.
Yeah. I was just like, you can't...
I didn't know the Japanese said forget about it.
They don't, but they translate it terribly. But
that's New York.
Same.
They try to give him way too much personality
Whatever.
for the way that his character actually acted. His character screamed robot. What he talked like screamed person. It's like there's such a weird disconnect between the two of those, and I don't like the way they ended up doing basically.
Now, we're not saying that the robot needs to talk like a stereotypical robot, but there's a limit.
Yeah. It's like you can't go like the back and forth between the disconnect and the way that he talks.
There is willful suspension of disbelief, and then there's that baby actually lived.
Yeah. Speaking of that baby actually lived, let's get into Walter. How did this baby live through the entire show? He's the one who could fly, and he walked like this for some odd reason.
Well,
don't know why.
Michael walked like this.
Yeah, it's just that's like a revving of a thing. I can sort of get that, but this doesn't really make any sense to the way he walks. I don't.
They try to give them human characteristics, but then it's like human.
You can't do both, and that's the issue we really have with this show. This show doesn't have a plot because it's basically a crime drama, which would be fine, but with a Tokusatsu
series where there's so much repetitiveness already, that makes it too much.
Because even in the most repetitive of Super Sentai, there is still an evil force working behind the scenes.
There is an end goal in sight.
It's like
trying to destroy them.
It's like Kakuranger did this as well, where they really had the episodic, crime of the day type of situation. But there was always that background character with Agent Umbrella, where he was always the one funding the villains or something like that. So there was always that background character who was a constant.
Yeah, there was a constant.
And in this one, there is no constant. It's just...
When a show can be watched completely out of order...
or completely in reverse.
That makes it a problem. Like with crime dramas in America, you can't watch them out of order. Like, to a degree, you can.
Some of them you can.
Some of them you can, but like...
but like after a certain point, like the character dies...
Yeah, character dies.
Or something like that.
Or a character leaves, or actor... Yeah, there is some moments where you go, okay... There is a
It's
change.
like when Elliot Stabler left in SVU. After that, then he left in the other...
Or Inigo Montoya left in Criminal Minds.
Yeah. It's just like, you can only do...
Sorry, Mandy Tinkin, he forgot your name.
There's only... He
loves that part. I don't think he'll be offended.
Seriously do but so much. And this show doesn't bring itself to the level that we have for a lot of these other Tokusatsu shows. And I'm not really sure how the next one... Soul Brain, because that's basically a direct sequel, because the guy who played Fire, his actual character comes and plays another metal hero in that show. Fire! But it's just, with this, it doesn't work nearly as well, and it was a pain to get through. However, with episode 18, DORON, DORON, DORORON, Ninja Sentai Kakuranger, dance.
Okay. While they're doing that, I would like to thank everybody for enjoying the first episode of Rant-O-Cast. We had a lot of fun recording it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the video, the one that came out in our new show.
I was talking about this one. I was this is basically Rant-O-Cast episode 2.
2.
Unofficial Rant-O-Cast episode 2.
It's a hybrid.
And we know this is a short review, but we usually like to talk about the plot, but there was none. But we just recently hit 200 subscribers, so...
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We have a special video coming out for that. It's going to be a review. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to click on the video and find out, but we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Tokkei Winspector. You will not be missed.
No, but you'll show up in another Rant-O-Cast.
Probably.
Haha!